Hi, my name is Thomas Hook. I am a writing candidate for New Mexico's 3rd Congressional District. I want to tell you a little bit about myself. I'm originally from the Bronx, New York. Went to Catholic school through 8th grade where I made my Holy Communion and Confirmation. At the age of 21, I had the privilege of joining the United States Air Force where I served a 20-year career, and I'm very proud of that. I was married to the same woman for 25 years. I have 2 children, Christopher and Kelly, both of whom have graduated high school here in Portales, New Mexico. And the reason I am running for office is because this American has had it. I have had it with the Democrats and the Republicans. I will start off by saying this 20-year veteran was not treated very well by the local Republican leaders. And that's fine by me. Jeff Byrd is the Republican seeking office also, and I will be the independent, and Ray Lujan is currently our congressman, and he is a Democrat, and that's where I want to start, with the Democrats. Let's start with immigration. Barack Obama was elected in November 2008 because he promised in his first year in office immigration would be done. Well, here we are, my fellow Americans. 6 years later, immigration is not done. As a matter of fact, immigration was the first thing discarded by the Democrats to ram Obamacare down our throats. Not only did they fail on immigration, at the same time they were ramming Obamacare down our throats, the Obama administration implemented Operation Fast and Furious, where 2,500 assault weapons were allowed to cross the border into Mexico. The result? Over 300 Mexican citizens were killed by these weapons, to include U.S. law enforcement officers Brian Terry and Jamie Zapata. Congressman Lujan and the rest of the Congressional Hispanic Caucus was so outraged hearing about Operation Fast and Furious, they said nothing. When the Republicans in the House had a vote to hold the Attorney General Eric Holder in contempt of Congress for failing to turn over information related to Operation Fast and Furious, Lujan got up and walked out in protest. 300 Mexican citizens were killed. Representative Lujan is of Mexican ancestry. Do you hear me, my fellow Americans? He walked out. That's how much he cared. His allegiance is not to New Mexico's 3rd Congressional District. His allegiance is to the Democrats and their policies, and he did everything that white lady Nancy Pelosi told him. Now, why would you send 2,500 weapons across the border to begin with? Well, if the weapons went to the drug cartels cleared a path through the whole stretch of Mexico so all those unaccompanied minors can start showing up on our border. Over 70,000 people showed up. Do you know the logistics it took to disperse these people throughout our country? They even flew some of them to Hawaii. Boy, I wish our fellow wounded warriors got that treatment, but they don't. We have to beg for our wounded warriors on TV and ask for the generosity of the American people. But anyway, after all the children show up, the Democrats demand $3.7 billion because these children need lawyers and representation. Who's on the scene now? La Raza and all these immigration attorneys and all these immigration rights folks. They showed up because it's all about the children. These are the same people who said nothing on immigration being done, who said nothing about Operation Fast and Furious, who said nothing about Lujan walking out on the vote to hold the Attorney General responsible for this mess. Nothing's got done, swept right under the rug. My fellow Americans, I, as your elected representative, will get immigration done immediately. Dreamers, you can stop dreaming. You will be voting in the 2016 elections, and you will help decide the direction of our country. We have got to deal with immigration. We have got to seal our border, especially today with ISIS attacks. Right here in the United States today, police officers in New York City were attacked. We had a lady in Oklahoma get her head cut off because we allowed the Democrats to preach hate and division. The new immigrants. Recently, I'll admit, I would be on a rickety boat coming over here. I would cross that border too. You got that shit right. But I want you to know, I will deal with immigration. Our neighbors and fellow Christians will never be treated the way they were treated by the Democrats when people like myself can stand there as a proud American whose ancestors emigrated here too for a better life, and I support all of us to take care of immigration and do things in a sane and rational way. My fellow Americans, the Democrats have failed us. I will not. Thank you.